Hello, what's up, good people? Good to see you once again. Now, it's quite obvious out there that the Somalis and Indians are one of the wealthiest people in our country. They run what we call successful businesses in our country. And by the way, I know you've been asking yourself now, what makes these guys to stand out and actually become very successful into their businesses? All right, guess what? Have been interacting with them, quite a number of them, and actually, I'm here to share with you at least 5 tips of what exactly they do, so that at least if you're starting your business, no matter what capacity, whether small, medium, or large, you can as well pick some few actually things and grant them, and you can incorporate them in your business and as well be successful into your business. But before we do that, because I don't want you to miss any of my good future videos, and by the way, I cannot lie to you about this. The statistics are telling me that some of the guys who are watching my videos and they have not subscribed yet. Might that be you? Then if it's you, then this is how you do it. It is free, doesn't cost you anything, and it is fast. Just down below there on your right, there is a button written subscribe. It is in black. You hit that button, and then on your left there is a like button. You give this video a thumbs up, and guess what happens once you do exactly that? You get notified whenever I upload a new good video. Now let's get to today's business. Now you find that Somalis and Indians are one of the wealthiest people and actually successful business runners in this country. All right, so what exactly do they do and how do they do it so that at least they have reached to where they are particular right now? Today, if you tell somebody to go into Nairobi and buy something new, be it either dressings or something, all of them or most of them think of Eastleigh. So why Eastleigh? And of course we know Eastleigh is predominantly by, or it is predominated by, the Somalis, are wonderful Kenyans. Now, what exactly makes them successful in our country? Now, these are the tricks that actually these guys they share in common. There is one thing that you realize when you all go to visit any average Kenyan business out there. You realize that most of these businesses they're actually run by what we call like you're lying to your customers and something of sort. You find these guys, the Indians and the Somalis, they run what we call a sincere business. That one might take time to build. Let me tell you one secret. Have you ever visited any shop that you would like to buy something and this guy judged you based on how you dressed? Maybe you've parked your car outside there. Now this guy sells you that specific item based on how you dressed, or maybe based on the status that they presume that you have. And that is the one mistake that people usually make it when it comes to business. When you visit these Indians and Somalis, if they sell something at 200, irrespective of who you are, irrespective of the status, they sell you that particular product at that particular price. Sometimes back I used to think like these guys are rude in their business. They are never rude. I remember there was a time I visited one of the Indian shop and I was buying some spices, and I realized like, okay, fine, it's not what I budgeted. I thought, or I felt like it's a little bit higher, and I was like, why is it a little bit high? They told me that's our prices, even though now, you make it, they make it look like as if they're rude, but they aren't rude. They're telling you sincere. When an Indian tells you like the best price that I can give you is this particular, let's say they have told you that the price is 3,500, and then you say you have your 3,000, and now they tell you the low that I can go is 3,300, and they come up to that particular point, they cannot negotiate below that. Actually, what the price that they're giving you is a sincere price. That's a fact. And some of them do not even open that door for negotiation. They just give you the best price out there, and that's why you find most of their businesses they usually have 9,999 at the end of the day. They would rather get that 1 shilling which they are sure, rather than you give promising them 10 shillings. So in short, what I'm just saying in this particular video is this: you find these guys are very sincere when it comes to their business. All right, one thing, whenever you incorporate sincerity in your business, that means that you build a long-term friendship, and actually you build what we call a good customer base. And the best thing that you can ever do to your business is to transform that specific first-time customer into your loyal customer, into your ambassador to your business, right? Have you ever visited any of the Indian shop, and maybe when the schools are being open? All right, so you find like people queue at that particular place to buy the uniforms or anything related to schools. You know why? And we have other multiple outlets where people can actually go and shop, but they know one thing: once you visit this place, you get a quality product and you get a sincere price. So another point is this: that most of them, they usually sell a quality product, and if the product is not of quality, they usually give you array of different products. They tell you this one costs this much, and this one costs this much, and this one costs this much. So it's about you. You can just go ahead and assume the quality of that specific product. You go for the price, or it's for you to go for the better price and get the best product out there. But once you visit any other average Kenyan shop out there, you realize that one thing: you can even be sold that low quality product at a very high price. All right. The other thing that I've realized with these people is that they are very staunch and they usually follow something that they believe in. All right. So, Confano, the Indians, they are Hindu. Most of them, we find that they are Hindus. They actually respect whatever they believe on or in. All right. You find that specific individual cannot be able to open that specific shop before they do whatever they do. I may not know exactly what they do, but at least whatever they believe on, they actually respect it at their core. They do it from the bottom of their heart. They actually dedicate that specific time for that specific matter. The same case applies when it comes to Somalis. You find these people, whenever it's time to go to pray, they usually call it Swali or something. It's actually dedicated for that specific time. Have you ever been to Isili? During the lunchtime, whenever they are going to pray, you find these people, they actually respect their God very, very much. I remember there was a time I wanted to buy some product from a certain Arab guy about the glasses and whatever, and I remember I gave that guy a call. Like I've gotten a client here. The client want all this product like right now, and they want to know the price. So I had to inbox that guy and send him a message on the WhatsApp, and I tell him, hey, you know what? We already have a client right now, and this is money actually. Now, guess what? Tell me the product, or rather the price of that specific product that I've given you the picture out there. The guy, I called that guy like 4 times, and there was no reply. The only reply I got on the 5th time when I called him is Nico Maombi. That thing really hit me hard, and actually the later guy called after like 3 hours. They called me and he told me, hey, you know what, where's the client? I told him, hey, you know what, you delayed. The client, he decided to go to a different place, and he said, you know what, he said, inshallah, no problem, that wasn't mine, I'll get mine the next time. So you find these people, they usually respect on what they believe in and actually do that from their heart. Right now, as we speak, as I record this video on around April, they are on their Ramadan. You find these people, they actually respect that specific thing. But when you come to other people, anyway, I don't want to talk much about that, but you find like, no matter where that individual is, whatever opportunity shows up, they just get out of the place and actually go and grab that specific thing. All right, I'm not here to judge, but the fact remains, whatever you believe in, you have to respect it at the most, at utmost core, because at the end of the day, you never know. And by the way, when you develop that kind of a discipline in terms of respecting, whether be it either is God or something, then that means that you can be able to incorporate that discipline inside of your life and be able to actually incorporate that in the business and run a successful business. The other thing that I realize with these people is that they have what we call a sort of brotherhood. They bring together, they come together, they support each other. All right, most of them, you find that they are not run by the jealousy. You find they support each other. All right, but you find other people, they are not even like that. It's more of competition. Yes, they have a competition inside of them, but at the end of the day, they appreciate, once I succeed and the other person succeed and we all succeed, we can be able to uplift each other, and we can build ourselves a very tough fabric in terms of our community, and we can grow all together. It's the thing that I haven't seen with other average Kenyans. But these people, they actually develop each other and actually support each other in terms of growth. The other thing that you find these people usually do that is not so much pronounced with other average Kenyans, you find that, I don't know why I'm using the average Kenyan. They're still average Kenyan, but I'm saying like other different people. All right. So you find these people, they usually love to inspire their children. If this person is running a business, irrespective of whatever that kid is doing in high school or in college or whatever the place, you usually find them whenever they close the school and they are inspired on how to run a business. That's for a fact. You find like most of us, you find you're a very successful real estate agent, you're a very successful entrepreneur, but you find your kids are totally doing different things. You're not even inspired them, and one day it's obvious that one day you get out of this one, because nobody is perfect or permanent, rather. So you find that you're not even inspiring these kids on how to run a real estate a kind of a business. In if day you was to face off, how exactly can these people be able to run that business, you doing nothing, almost nothing in terms of inspiring this kid. And that's why you find when an Indian buys a truck, they usually call it like Singer and Sons. So that means that that thing is there for generational and generation and generation. So you find it's a thing that is not so much pronounced with other average Kenyans out there. So it is good to make sure that in whatever thing that you're doing, inspire your kids if you have them, or inspire your siblings or whoever people that you trust them, so that at least once you face off, because you're gonna face off, then they can pick up and take it to the next level. Some of the businesses that you have in Kenya, those are run by the Indians. You find most of them, the people who are running that business right now, they're not the founders. You find that maybe they are great grandfathers or the mothers, they are the founders of those specific business. If you can be able to build that kind of a business that can be here, or can be the next, can be there in future for the next 100 or 200 years, then that means that you're building yourself a very, very nice business. And actually, there is an asset that's called human asset that you're developing in your life. So anyway, those are just about 5 tips of what I've realized with these people, why they run a very successful business. Number one, we've said that these people, they are very sincere, whatever they are selling in terms of pricing and the quality. Number two, you realize these people, they actually respect their God and whatever they think that they do, and they do the nitty-gritties that are needed for them to operate in successful business. Number three, you realize that these people, they usually support each other and they always there for each other. They believe that, once we all develop, we can be able to build up what we call a very tough social fabric. And number four, you find these people, they usually dedicate time for everything. All right, if it's to pray, they do that. If it's to do that, they do exactly that. And number five, I said it's about these people, they build their generations in terms of their wealth. They actually make sure that they inspire their children so that they can pick up or pick after they have left this world, because we are not permanent irrespective of who you are. All right, so anyway, my name is Joseph. Talk about business, anything related to investment. That is exactly what I share in this specific video. Perhaps you can pick up maybe some of like 2 or 3, or maybe all of them, incorporate it in your life and in your business, so that at least you can grow yourself to the next level. All right, so for now, it's a goodbye, but make sure that if you're out there and confused, you do not even know what business you can start, make sure that you at least pick one of my booklet about businesses, and you can get start a business for yourself out there. Where do you get that booklet? Is very simple. Pick my number from the description of this specific video, give me a contact, or rather give me a call or a text on my WhatsApp. You get a copy. It's only 220 shillings. All right, so for now, it's a see you, and don't forget to write down below, comment down below, and tell me what do you think makes them successful and what makes you successful, because I believe you're still successful. So for now, it's a goodbye. See you in the next one.